From right field on the south side of Chicago, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the Chicago White Sox. The headline today, the hitting streak he's been on.
Yeah, an impressive streak. Can he keep it going in this one? Feels like there isn't a pitch he can't hit right now. Looking forward to seeing how they deal with him.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. First pitch moments away, and towing the slab in this one, Bryce Wilson.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher, so it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Okay, all set to go. And now the shortstop, number 63. A little bit low. And we are underway. Next offering is down low. The Brewers are looking very strong so far this season. Line into left center, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Now the number 2 hitter.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Check swing, no appeal.
Yeah, you mentioned how well they played, Boog, and I think it's a sign of things to come. You don't win as frequently as they have by accident.
Fastball almost got him there. The 2-1. And there's a ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but, you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Now it's Christian Yelich. Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. First and second, no outs. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. And that one is downstairs. And the count 1-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Kicks and fires. That one outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Yelich is out. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Rhys Hoskins.
And Boog, he's their team leader in home runs, so you know the pitchers on that other side, man, they took a lot of time preparing for him in that pregame meeting. You know, he's got a lot of pop, and it's real pop. It's not fluky at all. He can absolutely change the outlook of a game very quickly, so watch out when he steps in.
And that one fouled off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit. It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
That catches the top part of the zone, and it's 2-2.
Look pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the
ground ball right side. It squirts through. One runs in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only one away.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you. Just got to battle.
Next for the Brewers, Joseph Ortiz. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. And that is out of play.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. That to right. Tachman pulls it down. Runner tagging from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and they take a 2-run lead.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Here's Mark Canha.
Lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Swings through that.
1-1.
Chourio, the runner at first with 2 gone.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And that one is lifted in the air. Tachman makes the grab. And that is that. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Brewers 2 and the White Sox nothing. Back here on the south side. And towing the slab in this one, number 78. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, Boog, something of interest to me is that this guy's really struggled when working out of the stretch, pitching with runners in scoring position. So the key for him is to attack hitters, try to get ahead in the count, and limit allowing runners on base. And if he can do that, I think that will help him to avoid those situations. Now, at some point, he's going to have to deal with them. And I think it's just one of those mental things that he's going to have to overcome.
Josh Rojas leading things off and takes a strike. That's in there, and it's 0-2.
0-2. That's a ball.
This hitter's been seeing good velocity in the at-bat. He's kind of set up for that changeup. He hasn't seen it yet. Looks just like a fastball out of the hand.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Well, even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. Plus, he gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see more from the pitcher. Not the result he wanted, but that's still a good at bat.
Austin Slater in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Slider right there.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
And a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's Mike Tauchman. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Tauchman recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Runner. Here goes the runner. That one the other way, and that's a fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
That one ripped, and foul ball. A little bit high, and 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. The delivery to Robert. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Benintendi to the plate. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Benintendi went deep in his most recent game. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss, and he got him. They limit the damage here. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We head to the second on the south side. It's the Brewers 2 and the White Sox 1. Back at right field, all set for the start of the inning. And now, Rhys Hoskins. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
And the 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, You're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Not close with that one. And a count 1-2. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. So a man on base to start the inning. This is Bryce Terang. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The 0-2.
1-2.
Stays alive.
全然追いかけんな。
Hoskins aboard here at first with nobody out. On the ground, 2 ball.
取るんかい。
He's in there.
間に合わん。
Protecting with strikes on him and putting the ball in play speaks to cutting down the strikeouts, shortening up with 2 strikes.
And now it's William Contreras. And a ground ball to first. And that's a fair ball. Headed for the plate. 1 run is in. Oh, the throw is over his head.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers. Golden opportunity right here. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Tyler Gilbert, the left-hander, up and throwing. Eater warming up as well. And a count 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside. And it remains 2-2. That's out to center field. Robert squeezes it. Runners tag up from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 4-1.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
元から雨か。
Here's the center fielder. The walk and a run scored his first time.
本振りか。
Fouled off. He was late. One away with a runner at third. Here at the top of the second. Swinging a foul out of play. That misses the zone. 1-2 to count. That one missed. That one misses. Ball 3.
Full count.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Bryce Wilson done for the day. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. New pitcher for the White Sox, Tyler Gilbert.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
2 on, 1 out. And now it's Christian Yelich. He's 0 for 1.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
And there's a ball. Runners are at the corners. 1 away. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Not in time. He's safe.
ダブルセーフ。
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
First and second, 1 out. Jackson Chorio up now for the Brewers.
カット投げな間に合わんからな。
There's the strike. Late swing fouled off.
やっぱ上げた方がいいか。レジェンドに変えるか。
Still only 1 out here in the inning. 2 on, 1 out. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Ball.
In the dirt. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Swing and a pop up. And the infield fly rule call. Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. First and second, 2 down. Right side, hard hit. Slings to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Brewers 5 and the White Sox 1. We head to the bottom of the second. Leading off, Andrew Vaughn. Fouled off left side. Close, but called the ball. And the count even 1-1. Just missed.
際どいな。
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's off. the inside edge. And now 3-1. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And here is Sosa to the plate. 2 for 7 in the series so far. And that one in the air center field. Hauls it in for the out. 1 down.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Colson Montgomery in the box now. No balls and a strike. Man at first, 1 away. He swings and fouls one off. That one inside. Look out. Vaughn at first, 1 gone. Double play ball to second. Glove flip for 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We played 2 full. It's the Brewers 5 and the White Sox 1. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
ブイブイブイブイ言うとんな。あれ、5連勝中か。
Gilbert back to work. Right through there for a strike. Gilbert in his second season, he throws a cutter, a 4-seamer, a 2-seamer, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter.
0-2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Hoskins pushes it foul. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Bryce Terang getting ready to hit.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And there's the strike.
0-1.
And a big swing and a miss. 2 outs, base is empty. The next offering misses. Ball 1.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
That's off the mark. And the count is even, 2-2.
2-2. That's a ball. Full count.
The other way, Rojas. Sends it to first.
Wow.
They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Brewers 5 and the White Sox 1. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Matt Theis comes up to hit here. There's a strike. Theis with a homer in his last game. This one in the air. Hoskins moves under it. Puts it away for the out.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Next pitch in for a strike and a count 1-1. On the ground, sneaks through, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
So a man aboard. Next is the designated hitter, Austin Slater. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Fastball for a strike. Hit on the ground, might be 2. There's 1. And they bounce into 2 already. This one ends the 3rd. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Brewers 5 and the White Sox 1. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the 4th, number 64. Up now for Milwaukee, William Contreras. Doubled his first time. On the ground, right side, boots it, still finds a way to get off a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the shortstop at the plate. That misses.
That's
ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. And a big swing and a miss.
1-1.
Swings through that one.
当たらんか。
1-2 is the count.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Chases in the dirt, slider there. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. No swing. Kenny Jansen with the call. There's the swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Now one miss.
Ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Strike 3 on the foul 2.
取られたか。
3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They lead this one, though, 5-1. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. And a foul ball.
You know, these White Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. That one gets down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So a man at first. And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. Gets to it with a slide. Safe at second.
間に合うか。ちょっと遅すぎたか。飛び込まんでも取れとったかな。中途半端な噛みつきやったな。
Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner. That one fouled off. No outs, runners at first and second. Left field. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Andrew Vaughn now walked his first time. In the air, left field. Yelich should have it. And there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Sosa batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. And that one pulled foul. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. White Sox strand a couple. They're down 5-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, these Brewers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-1. Oh, he gloves it. The throw, and they get the out.
Quick move to his left, fully extended there in front of the shortstop to make the grab. Up with it, then a strong, accurate throw across the diamond to complete this highlight play.
Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers.
投げ方がすごいね。
Right through there for a strike.
豪快な投げ方というか。
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th.
1-2.
And he chases that one. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
0-2.
That one way
ball,
outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Out to shallow center. And it drops in. And that keeps the inning going. Mark Canha up now for the Brewers. 0 for 2 in this one. This one in the air. Vaughn. And that's the 3rd out. 1 hit, 1 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Brewers 5 and the White Sox 1. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. And a strike in there.
You know, these White Sox looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
High fly ball out to center field. Under it. He's there. He's got it. And there's 1 away. Here's the catcher, Matt Thaiss. 0 for 1 so far. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. He's got it. Out number 2.
ああ、ちゃんとなっとるな。マインズアイ。
batting order turns over. And up next for Chicago,
止めりゃ
Josh
熱いな、やっ
Rojas.
ぱ。
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
The Brewers leading by 4, last half of inning number 5. Foul ball still 0-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They're down here 5-1. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Gus Varland, hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Rhys Hoskins to the plate. 1 for 2.
さあ、準備しとくか。
You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
よいしょ。
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 away.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
To third. Slides for the stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
William Contreras up now for the Brewers. Check swing in the first pitch. Appeal down to first. Nope, he held back. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Justin Anderson preparing to come on if needed. Eater also getting ready. And that's in the dirt. 2-1. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nobody left for Milwaukee. They're up 5-1. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
フォアボールはほんまに少ない。15個しかないのか。どこまで行くやろな。一人でも多めに投げてもらおうか。
Out to short. Tosses to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Tachman in the box again. Takes a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm. Set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
The White Sox down by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Just misses with that.
入ってないんか。どっちでもいいレベルやな。
Fly ball down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. And that's too high, and it's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat. 1 down. Here's Luis Robert, also known as La Pantera. And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Elvis Peguero.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
知らんのかいう感じやな。それまたおかしなこと言うな。
That's in there. 0-1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Man, 91 slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
This one lifted in the air, left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
電池がやばい。
Andrew Benintendi steps up. Benintendi, a former Gold Glove winner, 30 years old now, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. And that is that. Great work out of the Brewer bullpen right there. 7th inning coming up. It's the Brewers 5 and the White Sox 1.
29度、暑いな。
We go to the top of the 7th, and now here is number 63. Varland back to work. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
No ball, 1 strike.
もう一人やっとくか。 さあ、第1号はどんな感じ
Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
0-2.
In the dirt, and that is ball one.
Two and two.
Runs out to 96 to record the punch out.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
And now the center fielder, a couple of walks and a strikeout. That pitch gets the corner, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss.
Ooh, Baya.
0-2.
You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one misses. Now 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Here comes Christian Yelich. There's a strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Jackson Chourio. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Going back. Going gone. So he goes the opposite way with that one. 3rd home run of the season, and they add on. It's 7-1.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
And now it's going to be Joseph Ortiz. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-2 is the count.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. 2 runs for Milwaukee on the dinger. It's now 7-1. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated. Close one call the ball. And it's 1-0. You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not
he lived in your neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them. And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
Turang over to first in time. And one away in the bottom of the seventh. Now it's going to be Lenin Sosa.
シビックを発見。
And first offering is fouled off. The White Sox with a lot of ground to make up. Here at the bottom of the seventh. On the ground to the left. Fires over to Hoskins. 2 up, 2 down.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
And next to hit for the Sox, Colson Montgomery. Fly ball to right. Canna pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is the third out of the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. 8th inning coming up. It's the Brewers 7 and the White Sox 1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Justin Anderson.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Up now for Milwaukee, Mark Canha. 0 for 3 in this one. Fastball for a strike.
ライトか。
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Isaac Collins.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
Two.
Backed off the plate that time.
Two and two. We got a full count.
Straighten him up a little bit.
He struck him out, and one gone. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Cam Boozer, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Fastball is outside. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The Brewers up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Inside, and that's ball 2.
He never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one just misses the outside corner, and the count's full. him swinging.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Terang. The batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Two outs. Late swing, foul to the left. And he dodges that fastball.
Wow.
2-2.
完全な抜けたね。
Full count.
今日はやりよるんかな。
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
このままないパターンもあるからな。
Two down, nobody on.
Oh,
and they'll do it again. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the eighth. Gone in order are the Brewers. And they're on top 7-1. Expected, we're going into a rain delay, and I have a feeling this is going to be a long break, Singy. It is really coming down as they put the tarp on the infield.
Yeah, I think we kind of saw this one coming, Boog, and it's not going to be a short break either, so guess you go grab some coffee or something, man. Go sneak in a game of the show before play picks back up.
Bring it. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Nick Mears.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Dice in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
なんか寝てるんちゃうあの人。あ、起きてるか。
Next offering is in for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
The 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
In the air, left field down the line, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. Austin Slater stands in. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
1-0.
And that drops in for a strike.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Just missed.
2-1.
That one finds the zone, and the count's even at 2. Rojas leads off first with one away. Got him.
No.
And 2 away now.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball in the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
So up next for Chicago, Mike Tauchman. Fought off foul. That missed by a lot. And it's 1-1. And that skips in the dirt. And a base hit into left field. That'll play. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out to center field. Coming home, the throw in. He's in safely at second, and a run comes in to score.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Benintendi stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Swings and misses. And the count 1-1.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Well struck right field. Brings it in, and that will end the inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Cam Boozer. Now here is William Contreras. And that misses. And that's ball 1. Foul ball there.
Final.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Gets a piece and stays alive. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Vaughn makes the grab. 1 away. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Late with the swing there.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Down the line. And that drops foul. Way high with that one. And the count is 1-2. And down on strikes. And there's 2 down.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Number 17 now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Strike 2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Brewers 7 and the White Sox 2. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth, Aaron Ashby.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
First pitch just misses.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
Hot shot to third. Fires over to Hoskins, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. Lenny Sosa, the next to hit. And that's outside. 1-0. Ashby, the lefty who lights up the radar gun. 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2018. Bases empty, 1 away here in the last half of inning number 9. And he grounds one back up the middle. That's a hit.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Line drive and foul ball. That's down and in. Sosa, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
A couple of singles back to back. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
And first offering is fouled off. Outside corner, there's a strike.
0-2.
Outside low, and that's ball 1. And that just misses.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
Rojas stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. 2 on, 2 outs. And that one's a little bit low. 2-1. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Brewers salvage the finale of this 3-game series. Number 78 with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
なんとか連敗は止まったな。もうこれ5月入ってんか。次はカブスか。カブスアストロ。貯金が8。3ゲームか。首位決戦か。アストロは4位か。さあ、では。